Hey guys, and welcome back. Illusion here with you again, like always, back for more episodes of the modded single player series. I don't even know what episode we're on. I've already kind of forgot. I've been busy the last few days. First off, disclaimer: sick today. Been sick for like 3 days, so that's why I haven't recorded in the last few days, because I've been so sick and sound horrible. And today's not much better, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself without showing my progress. So just roll with it today, and we'll kind of make it happen. So, I just came back from working on a chocolate quest, dungeon, building, castle, whatever you want to call it. So here's my loot bag from that. They drop a lot of emeralds. Emeralds are not an issue, and you can see my gear I've had to change over because I've just had my gear just destroyed, and then I put on whatever I collected. Through killing the mob, so I do need to empty that out. I wish there was like a like a shift click on this to empty it out, but not so much luck. But like I said, I've been busy the last few days. Haven't been recording because it just felt horrible, and I need to dump off some levels too. But my XP tanks are getting full, and I think I still have this. Yeah, still. Let's see if I can get a little more stuff here to make. Well, I'm gonna have to get a End.io thingy here before too long. Store experience, because it's just getting huge. Alright. Alright, so let me show you what I've been working on. Let me take a little sleep. Alright, first things first. At the end of last episode, we were working on logistics pipes, and what I finished down here is I got all these 4 diamond chests upgraded, or sorry, I got all the inventory in there sorted out. I brought down the wood barrel. Again, we're just doing kind of the cheap way of using a basic logistics pipe on top, setting as an item, set it as a default, or not default raw, but just as a basic item sink there, and then just a provider module or provider pipe underneath, so that way I can both request off it and sort from it. So that's good. Over here, I started doing some really basic auto crafting, and pretty much all these are teaching it to make more logistics pipes. There's the crafting table, diamond pipe, basic pipe, crafting logistics pipe, provider pipe, supplier pipe, spell parchment, and I got a little bit more. So that's just using the basics, just teaching it to make it make more of itself. So that's running, and then I actually stretched over a piece of pipe over to the Ars Magica room and set up a request pipe, so that way I can yank stuff that I need for my spells over here. And I'm in the process of making a new floor, but I am out of marble currently, so it's kind of half-assed right now. Now, speaking of Ars Magica, you can see I am at level 14. Do I have any more? I have 2 skill points open. I did kill the water guardian a few times, or water boss a few times, and I haven't used my Jesus. I'm never going to learn. I'm never going to learn. This place was well lit up. Alright, I'll just stick that there. And another brick. Give me like 2 of those, maybe 1. And I'll have to fix my obelisk. So it does take a little bit of time to get here because, it is stretched across so far, but, it's better than running back and forth. I just don't understand where I mean, everything is lit up, so I don't understand where these dudes are coming from. I think at the end of last episode, I was also looking for a Desert Nova to make the crystal wrench, which I did finally find. There's a, well, there's a desert about 1,000 blocks away to the east that I finally found a few Desert Novas and was able to get that. So anyway, I was showing you when I was working on Ars Magica. I have a regen spell now, fire projectile, magic damage, a projectile. I think we did all those. I went ahead and made the lightning because I was fighting the water guardian, and then I made a light projectile because that kind of helped me clear out the Chocolate Quest dungeons, castles, and it's helped because you can shoot the light off. And then I made a regen and heal spell that doesn't work as good as I would like it to. So that's kind of what I have in my spell book for right now. But mainly I use the lightning, the light projectile, and the regen. So that's working pretty darn good. What else? Here I have a dump chest. So basically it's just have an extractor module on the bottom and just takes everything out of the chest and sorts it out and puts it in the chest. And then I left this one here because I still had a lot of the recipes saved and I wasn't sure if I wanted to. You should not be in there. Wasn't sure if I wanted to get rid of it, and then I kind of fix this up a little bit, make it a little cleaner. And then you can see kind of what I've been dealing with there, size down. Alright, who would ever thought we'd have more emeralds than diamonds at this point? Alright, so the next thing that I did, the next big project that I worked on, and I was going to do it on camera, but you know, it wasn't that hard that I couldn't explain it after the fact. So what I did, let's jump up here. Oh, you guys are making a mess over here. Oh, I should look for creepers. Right. That's my third or fourth alloy smelter, by the way. So it seems I come up, stand right here. Creeper blows me up, kills this alloy smelter. All right. So what I did is I have, of course, this making charcoal, putting into this chest, and I got it blocked off with cobble to only keep 5 stacks, and then get 6 stacks here. And then what I did is I put a provider pipe here and ran it down underneath. So now my logistics pipe network has the ability to request off of that charcoal. And you can kind of see I left it open, kind of threw a few little golden pipes in there because it was a little slow. So now I've tied it into my logistics pipe network. Now the reason I did that is over here, I ran that same pipe all the way over here, and then I put, is that a visual glitch? Huh. You're full of power, so that's not an issue. But what I did was I put a supplier pipe in here to keep 1 charcoal stocked at all time. So no matter how this works, I always have 1 charcoal in here. And the reason I kept 1 charcoal is if you don't have anything in this burn slot, you can't extract. So I've seen sometimes you can't extract the power out of the dynamo itself. So always keep 1 stock. So that means as I use the power, then as you can see, I'm using a little bit of power, using a little steam right now. Then once this gets to a certain point, it'll burn that charcoal, and it will go ahead and request another piece of charcoal, which we can watch real quick. I imagine that this is pulling steam off, as you can see there, to keep the logistics pipe network up and running. Even though it doesn't take a lot of RF to keep up and running, but it does take a little bit. And we should see a piece of charcoal coming back in anytime now. And there it is right there. And there you go. So it's basically self-sustaining now with the tree farm and the power. So now we have pretty much automatic power generation, even though it's pretty low tech. I mean, we're only generating 240 RF tick, but it's self-sustaining. There's nothing I need to do besides make sure the tree farm is up and running. And since that is on the water wheel, it doesn't really need any upkeep either. Sorry about the runny nose. It's just what it is. Did make a pulverizer, furnace, and induction smelter. Mainly made the induction smelter to put the armor on the jetpack, and we're going to be probably playing with that a little bit later. I think I still need to empty that chest out. I really think that's about all I've done. I spent pretty much, a whole few hours just clearing out an NPC village. I cleared out. I just found this one right here. This one's really cool. This one right here is an NPC castle with moat, and you can see that I put, that it's cleared now, so I know which ones. The reason I'm kind of focused on these NPC villages is because I'm thinking about using them as kind of like, I don't want to say satellite base, but basically an off-site themed area. Like, this castle is ore processing. Something like that. That's what I'm kind of focusing on, I think. So, that is where we are at in pretty much everything that I've done, I believe. I keep thinking I might need to put like a vacuum hopper on this thing, because there's always trees and apples everywhere, and looks like even nuclear craft things. So that's full on power. That's getting full. I got a lot of steak coming out. Okay, you're good. Might as well harvest my cactus while I'm over here. And my sugarcane. Alright, cool. Alright, so I don't really know what I want to work on today. I think I get kind of an idea. But let me take a quick little break now that I've caught everything up. Maybe go blow my nose and then we'll jump back into it. So I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So I figured out what I kind of want to do next. I just made a little run and got a handful of apatite, and we are going to reinforce our power system. And I think I got a kind of a cool way to do it. So let me grab all the pieces and parts we need initially, and then we'll kind of work through it. Alright, so let's run upstairs. And I just slept, so hopefully we will not get ambushed. And why are you running away? Alright. Stole some eggs. Alright, so what I'm going to do... Did I grab some basics? I didn't grab some basics. Unless... I have some basics in here. I do. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on to this system to allow me to request off of here. And we're going to basically reinforce our power by doing it old school. And when I say old school, I mean forestry. Alright, so we're going to have provider pipes under the apples and trees, which I got the green lights there, let me know everything's good. I'm going just for funsies, I'm going to disable that. But it looks like it went ahead and took out all the charcoal. Fine, no big deal. I bet I should put a provider pipe here. Okay, that's fine. I'll dirt that back up. Okay. Alright, cool. It's getting dark, so let's run back downstairs. So now we have access to all those trees and apples. So now what we're going to do is let's get a... What do we need? A fermenter first? Fermenter first. Yeah, okay. I don't have enough bronze. That's fine. I thought that could be an issue, but... let's make like 16. So we're going to need a sturdy casing times 2. And we're going to need lots of gears. I know, that's... Oh, okay. Because this is not hooked up to it, so I still got to pull iron over. That should be enough. So we'll get some copper gears, or I'm sorry, some bronze gears on the go. Cool. 4. Done. And cool. We have fermenter ready to go. Alright, next thing, let's run downstairs. And I made a few more logistics crafting tables. Yeah, I like how that's coming. And we'll start maybe coming around here for the next set. Nope, not supplier. Alright, so what I'm going to do there is I can put this away. Where did I leave off? Here. Alright, so second in, okay. And this we are going to need fertilizer. Bam, done. Import. So now that the system knows how to make fertilizer with the apatite I'm putting in there and that sand. So good on there. Alright. So I'm going to grab a little bit of fertilizer. Stack is fine. Shouldn't take too long to make. And I say that, and I'm still waiting. Very good. Alright, let's go in here and set up our... Oh, you know what? I need sapling. Apple. So basically I'm going to have logistics pipes sort out the system for me so we can start making biomass. So here, let's do you here. And I'll probably need a basic here-ish. Alright, now I gotta figure out what side I can insert on for this to have this. So I wonder if I need to do something like this. And nope, need this one. Something like that. Wonder if that's what I need to do. Alright, so these are supplier pipes. So what I'm going to do is tell this to keep... No. If I say... Since it makes it in batches of 8. Whoops. Let's see where this inserts. That's charcoal. And it probably has to make it. So I just got to figure out where all the routing. Okay. Okay, cool. So that did 7. Oh, okay. So I went ahead and used 1. Okay. Now the top, which should be saplings. So let's do 32 saplings. And then the thing is, I just don't know where the apples are going to go. So hopefully this will work out. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need a squeezer to squeeze. Okay, cool. So that's good. So now I have to make a squeezer. Totally forgot about squeezing the apples down to apple juice. Right. Okay, no problem. We'll get it. Alright. Squeezer. Squeezer. Actually, that doesn't look that bad. How do I want to do this? So this, okay, that was that. So if I do this, and here, I'm going to need some more pipes. Cobblestone. Let's make a batch of 16. Here's the original 6. And then we'll get a few more. Cool. 18 total. So you can kind of see what I'm working on right here. So what I'll do is I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to get this guy wired up, and I'll bring you back in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So I finished kind of hopefully wiring this up a little bit. Change this squeezer right here. Well, I didn't change it, but apple's coming on the top, squeezing down, got it set to keep 32, but it's only keeping set 15 right now because we're full of fruit juice. Now, the other part of it is that we're going to have to deal with this mulch. So I'm going to change this out right here, and then extractor module, and hopefully that'll suck out that mulch. Yes. Okay. And that'll send it to, just send it back into the network, and since the diamond chests are set for default route, it'll go back there because I don't want this clogging up from mulch. Alright. Next thing, I got some hardened fluid ducts, and okay, those can go there. I'm just going to turn that off just for visual sake. Alright. Okay, so that should start pumping the fruit juice over here, and we should start making biomass. Now, also flip this right here to keep stock the fertilizer and the saplings from up top, and it's smart enough to know to put things where it's supposed to go. So, good so far. So now we get biomass coming out. And then we'll do this here. I should have grabbed 2 servos. Oh, why I only grabbed 1. And then we'll put that there to start sending biomass to the still to start making ethanol. So this only needs biomass and power to make ethanol. We're supplying the power from the steam dynamos, which are hammering out things right now. And don't have any more blocks, but I'll grab some blocks while I'm over here. And then finally, we need the compression dynamos. Grab like 3 of those, please. I'll sort these back out. Come on, anytime. Hello? Oh, okay. That was weird. There. And now we have ethanol coming out. Then we can do compression dynamos right here across the top. 1, 2, 3. And now, since we're putting on the top, they are automatically getting that water from here, which we may have to throw a speed upgrade in there just to make sure it's reinforced just a little bit. But we can address that as we need. And grab another servo to pump out. Like that. I wonder if we can extract off the top. We're going to find out. Yes, we can. And it was smart enough to split the ethanol between the 3 dynamos. And now we've reinforced our power system a lot. So these are making, well, I don't know what the max is, but it says it's 40, but it's filling up the internal buffer because we're not using that much power here, but we will eventually. And it's kind of a nice little compact system, and it's fully automated. Looks like you need more saplings. Why are you not getting saplings? I mean, the saplings do have to come all the way from the farm, but I mean, we're full here, so we're not losing, we're not losing any ground. Everything's green, so let's. And I just saw the charcoal coming, so it tells me I got power. I just may need a minute to kind of do it. So good, everything is now. We have a nice little power plant here until we can get a bigger power plant. And since those are all thermal expansion machines, I can upgrade them with the augments as I see fit. So the last and final thing I want to do for today's episode, and if you notice I've got a theme going right now, I'm doing a lot of old school stuff. I have old school logistics pipe, old school power generation with the forestry thing system, making biomass and making ethanol and logistics pipes. And, I'm going to kind of continue that little old school theme, and I'm going to jump into Steve's carts, and I want to use that as my initial system for mining. We'll make basically a mining cart. So that's going to be kind of a work in progress because it is very expensive to get into at first, but at least let's get a cart assembler up and going. Alright, that's a cargo manager, cart assembler. So we're going to need two of those. Send me the redstone, please. Thank you. Yeah, just gotta pull the stone up from the storage. Cool. Cargo assembler. And I haven't really figured out exactly what kind of cart I want to make, but you know, I'm sure since we have, oops, wrong bag. I'm sure since we have we're doing okay on resources, I think we could probably make a pretty decent cart. So my thought process is that we go ahead and start mining and getting that going, and then as the ores start coming in, I got an idea for an ore processing plant that's going to be very elaborate, but it's going to take me a little bit of planning to kind of figure out. So we're going to start working on that in the next few episodes. So apologize for being sick. I hopefully the next few days start feeling a little bit better. Hopefully you enjoyed my little episode. I'll see you on the next one.